Welcome back, everybody. It is the Working Brother back at you with another talk. And we've got a new guest here. This is Noor from chat. Hi, Noor. Welcome.
Hi, Stefan. Hi, thank you for having me.
New year, new guest, new topics. Well, some of the topics are the same. Before we get to anything serious, I want to remind everybody this is a comedy show. Nothing we say here has anything to do with reality. Now, with that out of the way, Noor, you want to tell us a bit about yourself? You're a Palestinian, so I hear.
Yes, I'm a Palestinian. I'm a daughter of Nakba survivors on my dad's side. My mom's side is from the West Bank, Hebron. And
you have to assume that nobody knows anything. So you have to tell people what a Nakba survivor is.
My dad was expelled from his village in 1948 by Zionist gangs, and my dad was a baby at the time, so he doesn't remember anything. On my mom's side, she's from a city called Hebron, where the patriarch Abraham is buried, and that is located in the West Bank. And while it still exists, it's under Israeli occupation, like the rest of the West Bank. But my dad's village has been ethnically cleansed and destroyed. It was destroyed by Zionist gangs. Nothing is left except the well, and there are some parts of the mosque. And right now, the village is used as a training ground for the IDF.
New Year, heavy topics right away. How do you feel about the Gaza peace plan? To get things out of the way, immediately.
Okay, yeah. We have a saying.
First of all, we have to tell people that you're not actually in Palestine now. You're living abroad. You don't want to tell people where. That's okay. But you've lived abroad for a while. Why don't you tell people how it is to be a refugee from Palestine, looking at everything that's been happening in your homeland for a while?
So I've never lived in Palestine, but my parents grew up in Palestine, and they have very fond memories there. The last time my mom was there was in the 80s, and my dad he left in 1967 during the Six-Day War, and he has never been back since. So I am a diaspora Palestinian. I was born in Saudi Arabia, and we spent our life moving around. So I never felt, I don't know what it's like to have a homeland. My parents, at least, were in the homeland and were displaced. But as the children, we never had that feeling. And my dad, always tells us, kids, always have a bag prepared because we might be expelled from the host country at any moment. And that's what happened to Palestinians, that were in Kuwait.
I was just going to say, during the Kuwaiti, let's say, invasion of Kuwait by Iraq, by the CIA and so on. We don't have to get into all the details, but the point is that the Kuwaitis got pissed off, quote unquote, with the Palestinians because some of the Palestinians were cooperating with the Iraqis, and then they basically kicked out all of the Palestinians. So I was going to bring that up exactly when you said that you've become used to living with a packed bag, so to say.
Exactly. So we always end up paying the price for bad policies and decisions by politicians. And some of these countries that we are sent to, they have become dumping grounds for bad, mainly bad U.S. policy. And Jordan is one of those countries.
Yeah, Jordan. Let's circle back to the current stuff that's going on. What was your reaction when you saw Trump's Board of Peace?
It's a circus. It's a clown world that we live in. The same people that perpetrated the genocide and funded it and blessed it are now acting like peacemakers. Blessed are the peacemakers. And when they say ceasefire, There was not. It was never. There's no ceasefire. You know what happens when there's a ceasefire? There's a seizing. There's a seizing on all the sides, and Israel continues to fire. That's how it is.
I found out of a fun fact yesterday, I think, that the ceasefire, as many children have died since the ceasefire was in place as have Israelis since the original creation of Israel, which is just crazy. I ended the last year on Telegram. If you guys are on Telegram, you should know. But I ended the last year with hopeful video of Dust 2 from Counter-Strike by AI with some peaceful scenes as opposed to the ones we're used to in the first-person shooter game that many people will be familiar with. But then this happened. The Board of Peace. The funniest thing about this Board of Peace is that it's pay to play. It's like those new games where you have to like pay to get the like things that let you win. And
Exactly.
Baghdad Blair. It's just funny how like there's the 1 billion joining fee.
It's really sad. It's funny and it's sad, and you know, like only a fool would see this as some kind of peace plan. This is a pilot project. Okay, what happened in Gaza? First of all, this is the first liberal genocide, all right, of this. I guess you can say the modern era. This is like a liberal genocide. The liberal Western world financed it, and so like. Not like liberalism is a joke, okay? But anyway, and then now after they committed their blood ritual, now they want to act like peacemakers. And this is honestly like a pilot project, because at Davos, if you were following what they were saying, they said that the new world is going to be borderless and controlled by AI. And so Gaza is their pilot project. And this is coming to other cities. This is coming to other parts of the world.
Long time ago, people were saying that whatever it is that they're doing in Gaza is the plan for everyone, and everybody was like, no, I don't think so. But basically, it's been proven true. And there's also the fact that, you know, just yesterday, I believe, was it Reuters? I think it was Reuters that came out with a headline of they're going to make camps for the Palestinians, and just the comments on social media were like, what kind of camps? Will there be concentrated Palestinians in those camps? You know, it's really unbelievable what the world has come to, and like how all of this stuff is out in the open, and yet it's acceptable.
You know what I think? I believe that COVID was a test run of compliance. They were testing the world's compliance, and most of the world complied. And this has never happened in human history. I mean, yeah, we have had pandemics, okay, in human history, but never in human history have we been told to shut down our economies and stop working and get paid to do so.
Yeah.
And like this has never happened in human history. And so this was a trial. This is what I personally believe, a trial run for what's to come. And they succeeded, and now we have Gaza, and that also seems to have succeeded.
Can you believe the whole
Go ahead.
Can you believe the whole COVID thing was 5 years ago, if not more, like a little bit more?
It feels like yesterday. It feels like yesterday, honestly. And I still have my masks. I even ordered some custom-made Palestinian masks, like kufiyah masks. I still have those.
I asked for memes about the Board of Peace, but people in chat were not very helpful. So that we've got very few Board of Peace memes. Oh, so considering this is the first recording since I took a break for New Year's, lots of things have happened, including this Somaliland. Not surprising. How do you feel about the Houthis?
It's not surprising. Like this is part of the plan of 1980. The Israelis.
I think you started saying something important because like it started cutting out a bit. Can you try again?
So like this goes back to the Yinon, Y-I-N-O-N, Yinon plan of 1980. And basically, this is an Israeli plan to divide the region into along sectarian and ethnic lines in order to control the region, because you can't control a region when people are coexisting and living in living together. So this is what they do. They divide countries, and that makes it easier for them to exploit. And that's what they did in Somalia, Somaliland. This is what they're going to do. This is what's happening in Syria. And it's going to, Iran, if they succeed in Iran, they're probably going to divide Iran as well and probably give the Kurds a state there.
I don't think they're going to have as much luck with Iran as they had with Syria and others. Did you hear like 300,000 Iranians have been killed in the protests?
Yeah, the numbers keep changing. And the numbers keep changing, Stefan. And not only that, the people that have passed away are coming back from life and telling us that we're still alive.
There was a video, I didn't save it, but there was a video that this Israeli woman, she found out she was she was a protester in Iran that was killed. It was funny. Like the level of desperation is unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, we know the goal is regime change. We know that, it's not about the nuclear program, because the nuclear program started under the Shah anyway.
Which nuclear program? The one in Israel?
No, the one Iran's nuclear program.
Yeah, I know.
It started under the Shah.
I know. I'm joking. I'm joking because of this meme, because like it's a comedy show. It changed my mind. This is the best change my mind meme I've ever seen. Anyway, yeah, you were saying. Sorry, I interrupted you. Some people like it when I interrupt, and some people don't, and I don't care.
I like the memes. They're so good. I love your memes. Yeah, you have like the best collection of memes, I think, on Telegram.
Anyway, you were saying something about the Shah and nuclear Iran.
Yeah, I was saying that the Shah, he was trying to modernize Iran in a way, and even though he was a Western vassal, but the nuclear program started under him, and he had like all these experts from Germany and the U.S. come and help him build his nuclear reactor. So it's not the nuclear program that's the issue. They want to change the regime. That's the goal.
Well, how did you feel when you woke up that January 4th, I think it was, when we all woke up and Maduro was like basically kidnapped, evacuated?
Yeah, I was actually shocked, disappointed. Like, where's the army? Where were their air defenses? Like, how is this possible for a group of like special ops to extract a president from his country? Like within hours? I don't know. I mean, and obviously there's the theory that there was like internal treachery. People were bribed, but still like, and this is just unfathomable. But you know what this means? It means that they can do that to any leader. No leader is immune if this is what they're doing now.
I wouldn't be that sure. I can't find. I don't like. I had a. This is like to everybody who's watching. I had a little Windows issue. My little photo viewer thing that I'm used to like viewing all these memes and like loading them up behind the scenes crashed and is not working and doesn't want to load. So I'm using some other photo viewer, which is making finding all these memes much harder. In any case. Here's something to like shock everybody in case you missed it. We've been moved 4 seconds closer to the nuclear apocalypse. It now shows 85 seconds. In case anybody is interested in that, but that's old Europeans. So basically, this has been the new year for me. I don't know about you guys. And it's only January.
It's only January.
Tell us more about what you think about the whole Iran situation. As a Palestinian, as like somebody who saw that Iran was basically the only one other than Houthis fighting for Palestine.
Yeah, I mean, Iran and the Axis, after it was weakened after the fall of Assad, it was only a matter of time. For them to come after the Iranians, because like Syria was like the last fortress, honestly, and Syria fell. It's like a domino effect. The resistance in Lebanon was destroyed, and Palestine and Iran, and so I'm not sure if Iran allies are going to come to like militarily, China and Russia. I don't know what the plan is. I know that those ships, cargo planes are landing every day in Iran, delivering weapons and defense systems and other things. And I also know that there's an agreement between Pakistan and Iran that if there's nuclear weapons involved, that Iran, because Iran's nuclear doctrine is first use. So Pakistan will use nuclear weapons if Iran is attacked with nukes. So nobody wins in the end. No one wins the war.
I'd say whatever it is you're saying is significant because this is like the second time that you've been cut off a bit. Are you still with us? Can you hear me? Okay, because your camera is cutting out a bit. Yeah, good.
I can hear you.
Your camera is cutting out a bit as well. So Pahlavi. That's all I'm gonna say about that. We've already seen that. What's your take on what's happening in the U.S. with the regime change operation that they're trying at home?
I mean, they need to keep the people divided. They need to keep them distracted from what's happening. And I'm not surprised, that CIA will try to use PSYOPs along with the Mossad to create a civil war. It looks like this is what they want to do, a civil war in the US.
Yep. I went through chat before we started recording and I found some of your older shares in chat. You shared this, the Times of Israel. Why did Palestinians kill Jesus?
These Zionists are so insufferable. So in that case, we do exist if we kill Jesus.
Right. Palestine existed back when they killed Jesus, but right now they don't exist. No comment, as the shirt says. Also, financial markets. I'm going through some news randomly and getting your take on it because you just happen to be here. But a lot of things have happened since I last recorded, including the price of silver. Do you have silver, Noor?
Silver is going up. A lot of my friends are investing in precious metals, gold and silver. And
this is not financial advice. This is a comedy show. She's telling jokes, by the way. She's just telling jokes.
Yeah, and actually I have a good friend from West Africa. He's from Mali, and his country, his family is involved in the fight against terrorism. And also, since Ibrahim Traoré of Burkina Faso took over, he has nationalized a lot of the industries and kicked the foreigners, like the French and stuff. And so my friend told me that now they can mine their own gold and sell it at lower than average prices. So now is a good time to buy gold, guys, and silver and other minerals.
He's just making jokes. This is not financial advice. We are a comedy show.
Yes, I'm not an expert.
So this guy, who I don't know and never heard of, Texas linebacker Aziz Al-Shair, has been fined $11,593, a very specific amount, for wearing eye black that contained the message "Stop the Genocide" during last week's NFL playoffs. Respect to Mr. Guy, and that seems like a small price to pay.
Respect to him. If they don't want politics in sports, then in that case they should not sanction Russia because they're being hypocrites.
Well, yeah, but like being hypocrites is part of the image. It's like goes exactly. Without like. Do you have any Canadian friends? I can't wait to interview Matt. I've been planning to talk to him. Do you think Canada's going to become American or Chinese?
It is already Chinese in a way because I used to live in Vancouver and Vancouver when I was there.
You cut out a bit. Can you repeat that?
Yeah, so I lived in Canada, and when I was there, so it is Chinese in a way. It's already Chinese. So when I was living in Vancouver, we used to call it Honcouver.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised if if it gets annexed by the U.S. They already have. Alberta already wants to secede.
Rohit shared this in chat about the ICE agents. President Trump is changing ICE to NICE, National Immigration and Customs Enforcement, making media say NICE agents all day, every day. if he does that, that would be hilarious. That would be a PR win against these idiots on the streets. It's really hilarious. But then again, we have to also mention where is my little map? There it is. We have to mention this map, the Technate of America, also known as the North American Union. Also, if anybody's read 1984, it's also in there. How do you feel about that?
I just feel like we are entering. I feel like we're entering a post-nation state phase. Like, I feel like we're gonna have kingdoms instead of nation states. Like, Trump is acting like a king, a monarch. So is Netanyahu.
I think you're talking about the same person there. It's just somebody behind them. This is the same guy, the second guy who got shot during COVID. Staying home saves lives. He didn't stay home. He didn't save his life. It's a funny joke. Some of the jokes in chat are too extreme for this recording. I think we've done... Oh, there's also this. Let me zoom in a bit. Wall Street Journal opinion. A fractured Iran might not be so bad. The mission for which Reza Pahlavi...
Not even hiding it anymore. They're not even hiding it. Like now, before would have to invent lies, like big lies. But now it's like, they're saying it in the open. Like, yeah, we're going to divide it. We're going to change the regime. We're going to take Greenland. And there's nothing you can do about it.
And tell me, to get a little more serious, let's say, stuff that's been going on recently, as in the genocide over the past 2 years. What do you what is the tone of people that you talk to, like Palestinians, I'm saying, abroad and at home in Palestine? Because I know you were saying you were planning to visit soon. What is the mood of people there, and how do you compare the people from the reaction to what's been going on from the West Bank to people who are actually from Gaza?
So the people in Gaza, because my family has been helping a few families and directly communicating with them. So I feel like the people in Gaza have like surrendered their fate to God, because they saw that humanity did nothing. For 2 years, people just watched the slaughter. And so they said, well, we paid the price so that the rest of the Muslim and the Arab world doesn't pay what we paid. We did our best, and now it's your turn to do what you must do, otherwise you're going to end up like us. Also, something else is that the people in Palestine in general are very angry and bitter towards their Arab neighbors. And I hear this often, like, may you guys experience what we experienced, because you guys are sitting there at coffee shops, enjoying your lattes and stuff. And where's the global Muslim community? Where is that? Where is the solidarity? You have all these armies and you have done nothing. So yeah, this is, and also like, as a Muslim, the Ramadan and the holidays, they don't feel the same. Everything is tasteless. Everything is, it's just, like many people actually, because in general, humans have empathy and no one likes evil. But we have become desensitized. And this has become, unfortunately, normalized, because now, you go through these reels and you see like one reel of child suffering, and then you swipe to the next reel and you're watching someone cooking a meal or something funny. And this is messed up. This is not how the world should be.
The live streaming of genocide for the last 2 years, has been very, like, it's like you say, we've become desensitized to it, because you're seeing it so often, and it's like there, but it's so far away, but it's in your face at the same time. And I don't know, the Arabs. And as far as what you were saying, how do you feel about what's going on in Yemen with the anti-Houthi coalition that's falling apart, and the Saudis fighting the Emiratis in Yemen? It's just like, what?
Yeah, I mean, like all friends are becoming foes. Everything depends on interests these days. No one is doing something out of the out of love. Everyone is going after their own interests, and yeah, the innocent end up paying. But I mean, kudos to the people of Yemen in general, despite their poverty. Kudos to them for standing up to the West, and honestly, kudos to Iran and the people of southern Lebanon. These are real men. The rest are just emasculated creatures cosplaying as men.
When you were discussing the reaction of people and the, how should I say, the fact that most people feel like they should give up on the Arabs, is that like shared between Palestinians of the West Bank and Gazans, or is it like a little bit different?
It is shared by...
What kind of reality or real possibility for some kind of unity between the West Bank and Gaza is there? Or is the divide like too large to, make a one state, basically?
I mean, because it's like a Bantustan. If you see the map, like they have disconnected the people of Gaza from the West Bank. So it's impossible for them to have a state. But in the event that they do, it's going to be hard, because the West Bank is controlled by the secular Palestinian Authority, and the people of Gaza I'm not sure how, they would feel about Hamas if there were to be elections. But I think I assume that they will, re-elect Hamas or some other resistance group. But but the Palestinians in general have no hope. They have lost hope in the Arab world. They have lost hope. And also the people of the West Bank are worried that they're next.
All I know about the people of the West Bank is that all those quote unquote prisoners that which are actually hostages or even more than that, they were released by Israel. They like in the same day or something, they like arrest or capture or detain, however you want to call it, 10 times more people from the West Bank. So it's just crazy, the numbers that they're all talking with. And we record this now on Friday the 30th, sometime at night, as more U.S. ships are steaming towards Iran, to bomb Iran. And this is for all the Americans out there, never forget. I have to make a joke. It's a comedy show. Otherwise, who knows what would happen. Let's see what else I've got here. That's too America-based. We did the silver. We did Jesus. I think we did all of them from this little selection. Oh, I almost forgot. Let me do this. If I go here, and I go here again, and I do this, and then I go to here, I can remind everyone to buy me a coffee. Links in the description. That's the only way that you can support me, other than going to the Patreon link and signing up for absolutely no benefits. Everybody who's waiting for the shirt, I will get to that sooner or later. I still have to send all your donations to myself, and once I do that, I will be sending out the shirts to everyone who's been supporting me. Now, moving on. What else do we have here? I don't know, Noor, is there anything that you'd like to bring up?
Yes, I have friends in Iran, and I just spoke to one of them before the interview, and I'm just worried about them because the last time we were cut off, they were cut off from the world for 2 weeks. And now they're saying, like, experts like General Douglas McGregor, they're saying that the attack might be imminent, like
I wouldn't consider him an expert. I wouldn't consider him an expert.
As early as tonight. So yeah, they're saying that the attack might happen today, like tonight.
They've been saying that for a long time, but tonight would go with the whole gold market thing, so that is possible, because the attacks have to happen when the gold markets are closed, which happens on the weekend. So it's possible.
If you recall, last summer, it was on June 13th, and it was a Friday.
Yeah, what can I say? The Satanic Empire of America likes to attack on religious holidays. They also hung, what's his name, Saddam on Eid, and stuff like that. They also bombed Serbia on Easter.
Exactly. Yes.
And so on and so forth. So that wouldn't surprise me at all that they're planning something like that. 2026 apocalypse bingo. Just in case you guys wanted to play along, you can pause and save it and then play along later. What else can we cover here? The Venezuela thing. The Serbian internet reacted like this. Because it was Delta Force supposedly that went in. These were the Delta Force of my childhood. They tried to get into Serbia and were well, it was Yugoslavia at the time, but you get the idea. They were arrested.
There's also footage of U.S. special ops that were apprehended. They were trying to enter Iranian waters. Did you see that footage? And the Iranians.
Oh, that's old. Yeah. That's old. When they caught them and they they gave them back. They only kept them for like a week or something, and they gave them back immediately. But yeah, I remember that. That was a while ago. That was funny.
Yeah.
So you're saying you really think that there's a possibility that they're that crazy? I gotta hand it to you though. When you said in chat like a while ago when they started doing the Venezuela thing, you were the one who pointed out that now that they've lost Saudi Arabia as like a reliable source of oil, so they need secondary. They being the like Zorg empire of
Exactly.
Evil.
Exactly.
They need a backup in Venezuela. So like yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Exactly.
I don't know. Do you think they're really that crazy?
They lulled Iran last time into thinking that they wanted peace, and they were meeting in Oman, if I recall, discussing peace, and then there was the surprise attack. It came. So I believe that it's imminent, and this time it's going to be destructive.
But don't you think it was kind of worse for the Israelis? Like, don't you think that the Iranian missiles that like we saw hitting? I wish I had that compilation ready. It's a very good compilation. But don't you think that was more damaging to Israel than anything that Israel did and the U.S. to Iran?
I don't think it was more damaging to Israel. I believe that it was more damaging to Iran because they lost many of their nuclear scientists, along with their families, and a lot of their capabilities were weakened as well and destroyed. And unfortunately, the Iranian missiles are not enough. They're not going to be enough to defeat Israel. You know, had they developed the nuke, as a deterrent. But unfortunately, the Ayatollahs issued a fatwa long ago that it goes against Islam. The WMDs go against Islam, and look at them now. Like North Korea gets the last laugh because they're like, okay, well, we have them, and no one will mess with us.
I often chat with my brother, and he's funny. He said the other day, he's like, man, the Iranians every week they have to come out with a new statement. We do not want nuclear weapons. We're not gonna make nuclear weapons. Like, and they have to phrase it differently. And like every week, it's like they're saying the same thing, but they're repeating it in different ways to try to get the point across, and nobody's getting it. But I honestly think a lot more damage has been done to Israel than meets the eye, or that we're allowed to see. And I think the Iranians, from what you said, learned their lesson last time. And even today or yesterday, they were saying that basically they're not going to negotiate, and any kind of attack, even the smallest kind, will be answered most severely and will be more devastating than the last.
Yeah, I mean, Israel, I think, is ready to take the attacks. They have updated their defense, their systems. They have a new laser defense system that they're going to be using. And I think that the attacks, I think that this time Israel will likely not attack Iran. It's going to be the US that will do all of the attacking. And then I think also they're going to send ground troops eventually. I don't know how they're going to enter given the terrain. Maybe they're going to be airlifted. I don't know.
I don't think that they're going to be going into Iran. What about the protests? And the like, oh, wait. I've got a video somewhere. Or actually, yeah, you can talk about it now. Oh, wait. First, we've got this video from Germany. Got to turn the volume up here. Oh, come on.
Why? Say the river sentence, please. Don't say it.
I just say from the river, but not from the river, please.
You said that 2 times. Please stop it. Otherwise, we have to arrest you again.
Okay.
Yeah? Please stop it.
So what shall I say?
Not this sentence.
To the beep.
No, don't say that. It's forbidden. The sentence is forbidden.
Verboten.
Yeah, I don't want to do it, but it's forbidden in Germany, and I have to arrest you.
It's so pathetic. It is so pathetic.
Freedom in Europe and European values.
Exactly. it's all a farce. It's not a rules-based order. It's a ruse, R-U-S-E, ruse-based order. And,
No, listen,
the Japanese...
I have to correct you. Wait. When people say rules-based order, like when the elite use that term, they're not talking about international law. When you're talking about international law, you say international law-based world or order. But when they say a rules-based order, that's what's it called? Global American Empire speak, GAE speak, for we say whatever we want and you do what we say. That's the rule-based order of
Exactly. It's
the
rules.
SMO broke.
It's rules for thee. It's rules for thee, not for me. Exactly.
Yeah. So like, people have to make the distinction between what they want you to believe is international law and they call the rules-based order, and the actual international order of law of the international dictates and stuff like that, which is not what they're talking about. But in any case, the hypocrisy has become too obvious.
Hypocrisy is too obvious, and the German guilt, they're taking it way too far, and there's like this idea that it's anti-Semitic to say that Jews control the world. But when you see them owning things like TikTok and banning people from these platforms just for their opinions, I mean, it confirms that they do control the world.
I don't know what she's talking about. She's a comedian in her spare time, and this is a comedy show, and these are all jokes.
With power. There's nothing wrong with being powerful. There's nothing wrong with that, but you have to put that to good use.
Here is a video that also surfaced in chat earlier. It is actually turns out to be. Oh, we're not going to listen to that. It actually turns out that this is Iranian Jews who live abroad who are undressing their mother for propaganda purposes. I'm sorry you guys had to see it, but I saw it, so you guys have to be exposed to it.
You guys have been warned. Yes.
Also, fun fact, the Iranian royal sun emblem thing is a mix of the British Petroleum logo and the British sun. Fun fact. In any case, we're about 40 minutes in, so we've got, let's say, about 20 more-ish minutes. Is there anything else that you would like to draw attention to, Noor?
I would like to draw attention to the new world that they're building for us, whether we like it or not. We're going to have to accept surveillance, biometrics, AI, 15-minute cities. Like Gaza is a pilot project, but then you have those happening in Paris, the UK, and other countries. So we're all going to be basically in concentration camps eventually, sooner or later. And it's happening at a rapid rate. Like you said, we're still in January, and they have done so much within such a short amount of time. So I don't know how this year will end. But there are good people. There's a lot of good people in the world. I think more people in the world want good. More people in the world want to see a better world for them and their children. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I just feel like the evil is triumphing right now.
Why do you think the Iranians are burning mosques? The Iranian protesters.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like, if you are protesting against a government, why would you destroy heritage and places of worship if what you want is freedom for people? or is it your brand of freedom? So like there's a lot of hypocrisy. Like they want to be free, but they want to oppress other people. So they're okay with oppression against others, like religious people, for example. But the secular diaspora monarchists, yeah, they're just walking contradictions.
Speaking of
they're
religion,
an embarrassment.
This is a heavy one, and it's a little bit difficult, especially as a Serb who grew up in the Middle East amongst Muslims, or should I say, as an Orthodox Serb who grew up among Muslims in the Middle East. When the suffering of Palestinians is brought up, often people in Serbia and much in many other places will often be like, oh, they're all Muslims, who gives a shit, they're all terrorists anyway, let them die. How do you feel about the persecution of Palestinians regardless of faith? Like, because we all know that, well, not all of us apparently, but like we know that there are all kinds of Palestinians in Palestine, including Orthodox and Catholics and all other kind of denominations, and they're all seen as goyim by the occupier. So how do you feel about that, number one, and how do you think we can counter that narrative?
So the Zionists, because they do control the media, so they portray the Palestinians as a monolith, as one group,
Hamas.
Muslim fanatics who have a bloodlust for Jews, and they always like show you these fake clips of Palestinians celebrating 9/11, which never happened. Palestinians donated blood. Arafat donated blood during 9/11. And so, yeah, it's, because people are ignorant. They think that Arabs are synonymous with like Islam and stuff, and not all Arabs are Muslim. Not all Muslims, actually the majority of Muslims are not Arab. And Palestine, a lot of Palestinians are not Arab. You have Armenians, you have Circassians, you have Orthodox Copts and Greeks and Russians and Samaritans. You have Samaritans still exist in Palestine. And I feel like the goal of the Zionists is to sever the ties between the Christian world and the Holy Land. Because Christianity, they have a spiritual tie to the land. And they still go there for pilgrimage, right? You see Christian groups going there for pilgrimage. But many of the, like the Zionist Christians are brainwashed into thinking that this land is for Jews. And that the Jews must be brought to Palestine in order to bring about the coming of Christ and the apocalypse. And it's a distorted form. But the Orthodox world, actually, many of them...
That's right. You just reminded me. Sorry to interrupt. Continue with that. But I just wanted to bring up the Mahdi. Did you see the news that the Iranian Foreign Ministry said prepare for the coming of the Mahdi? I was just throwing that out there. What were you going to say about the Orthodox? Sorry.
Yeah, the Mahdi figure is just like the Messianic figure, right? Everybody's waiting for someone to come. So we're all waiting for these Messianic figures to come and save the day. But I'm saying that the Orthodox Christian world, Russia, Greece, and the Serbs and others, actually many of them do know they do know the facts. They do know that not all Palestinians are Muslim, and many of them actually support Palestine. Russia historically has always supported Palestine. Even like Tsarist Russia supported Palestine. They built many things, many projects. The Tsar himself has assets He owns land and assets in Palestine, and the USSR helped Palestinian resistance for many years, since the 50s. And not only that, the Soviets actually took part in the War of 73. They sent Russian pilots to fight the Israelis directly. But anyways, yes, so the Orthodox world in general supports Palestine, and they know that there are Palestinian Christians, and they know that this is the land. They know that Zion is actually the church. The church replaced, Zion. So, yeah, no, like that's, and we need to, we are seeing in a way like a Muslim-Christian alliance happening in real time. If you think about it, if you look at the Russian army fighting the collective West, and they have like thousands of Muslims in their army, it's amazing.
The just kidding star, just in case anybody thought we were serious. What Noor was just saying is very true, that like for now 3 years with Kadyrovites within the Russian armed forces fighting against clear Satanism, and what's his name, Kadyrov, outlining that this Mahdi prophecy, the what's it called, Christians, the true Christians and the true Muslims will fight against the Satanists, is developing before our eyes. We're just kidding, by the way. Nothing has to do with reality here. It's all jokes, all jokes. Speaking of jokes, this is one that I forgot to share here. Some of you may remember that Musk challenged Maduro to an octagon MMA throwdown, but I tagged him on Twitter, or formerly known as X, and he never replied. By the way, thanks to whoever submitted this AI generated image for the meme. I've got some more videos here. I don't know what's what. Oh, first this guy with the AI outline. Let's go full screen for this guy. Full screen is TV only.
Hey everyone. Hey everyone. I just wanted to quickly make this video to prove to you that we can no longer trust anything that we see with our eyes. We can't trust images that we see on social media. We can't trust videos. We can't trust our friends. We can't trust the news. We can't trust anything or anyone. So be careful out there.
What do you think of this new AI revolution thing, and like the fact that like it's gotten to the point where everything that I see, I'm just like, was this real or is this AI? How do you feel about this?
We are living in an age of deception, and it's really sad. Like, for example, take those cute cat videos. I don't think we will be seeing real ones from here on, and our children and their children, they're probably never going to see real cats in those videos.
Oh, they're just going to be seeing the like surfboarding cats. I see what you mean, but I don't think that's the biggest of our problems. It's
deception, and eventually you will not be able to believe what you see and hear. I mean, a lot of what we see and hear anyway is lies. It's false.
Speaking of the last subject, a Muslim friend of mine sent me this when Trump did his like "I'm the King of Peace." I want to get your take on it.
Our legacy will be that of a peacemaker and unifier. That's what I want to be, a peacemaker and a unifier.
President Trump is a peacemaker. Again, when he was running.
وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمْ لَا تُفْسِدُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ قَالُوا إِنَّمَا نَحْنُ مُصْلِحُونَ أَلَا إِنَّهُمْ هُمُ الْمُفْسِدُونَ وَلَكِنْ لَا يَشْعُرُونَ
the translation was on screen. What's your take of the peacemaker and that verse from the Quran?
Yeah, we live in an inverted world, like up is down, down and up, is down is up, war is peace, peace is war, good is bad, bad is good. Everything is inverted. And, you know, like as Muslims, we believe in the Antichrist, and we believe that the Antichrist is going to emerge as a peacemaker. He's going to come and promise to bring peace to the world and prosperity and the mountain of bread. If you want to survive and eat, you need to follow him to get that mountain of bread. And I think that he's setting the stage for the Antichrist, Trump. Yeah.
Yeah, no comment. Also, in Minnesota, apparently, they used the
long-range acoustic device LRAD. 1, 2, 3.
I guess it's just that time of year again. So, I already went over this about a year ago when they were using this on the Serbian protesters.
Yeah, except they weren't using it on the Serbian protesters. I'll leave a link here and at the end of the video probably. But the same narratives that were tried in Serbia. By the way, in case any Serbians are watching this far into this, in case you missed it or left your marbles at home, everything that's happening in Iran and that was and is happening in the US was planned to happen in Serbia. By the way, in Serbia they had another protest for the 1-year anniversary of the dog that died, that was hit by an ambulance van, by the evil government regime's ambulance.
Wow.
Like they've run out of things to protest is what I'm getting at. But yeah, everything that was tried here is being put into practice in the US and in Iran, but at different volumes and different levels of implementation. Here is the Serbian president at the Davos WEF forum.
Used to have its own Pandora's box. Now everybody is speaking about new Pandora's box. The real Pandora's box was open on Kosovo issue, when many countries in the world, Western world in particular, recognized and acknowledged an independence of Kosovo, saying, well, this was because of humanitarian disaster that was caused by alleged Serbian authorities' action in Kosovo. And at the end, you can see the same arguments are used by all the others that are doing against the other countries. But everybody is forgetting when it started. And now why I'm afraid and why I'm saying that I'm not that optimistic is the fact that we are having more regional and local wars than ever. You have no certainty even in the Gulf region, as it not used to be the case till last few months. And also need to say that this divorce between US and Europe is not going to be just a temporary issue. It's going to last for quite a more time. And at the end, we'll all have to pay the price. Whether we'll be able to take care of ourselves, I hope that we'll be able to do it better than some others. But are we going to be hit? No doubt that we are going to be hit. But with the support and with the help, with the assistance of such a good friends like Armenia and Azerbaijan and hopefully Turkey as well, we'll be able to overcome all these difficulties.
Man, he's hilarious.
No comment. No
yeah,
comment.
Literally no comment. He's hilarious. Like people in my comments, or actually they didn't even put it in my comments. They messaged me directly. They're like, "How can you say that? Like, how can he say that these are our friends?" I'm like, "Man, have you heard of the like Vučić curse? The Vučić curse is basically like if he compliments anything, if he says anything good about anything, then like the exact opposite will happen. Like when he says like oh this team is well prepared and it's gonna win the championship. I believe you can like put money for 100% they're not gonna to like succeed. Also, for the Frenchies out there, this is how I started the year with time to push now, comrades. Time to push. Don't give up in the information war. T'inquiète. Paris Dakar, now in Saudi Arabia. Oh, by the way, we love Saudi Arabia on this channel. Saudi Arabia is the best country in the world. Saudi Arabia also bought shares in YouTube. Saudi Arabia partnered with big YouTube creators. Saudi Arabia has the biggest share of views on YouTube. So yay, Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is going to be in the title of this video. We're 1 hour in officially. I still have more memes and more things to show, but I think we should call it quits for now. Noor, thank you for coming on. I think it was an excellent first showing. Is there anything that you want to tell the audience as we prepare to sign off here?
I want to say that I want to send my love to my Orthodox siblings in the Balkans and around the world, and I want to see the bloodshed end. I want to see Slavs I don't want to see Slavs killing other Slavs. I'm tired of this. I pray the war ends. Between Russia and Ukraine. I hope that there's a lasting peace. I'm an optimist, and I hope that there's no war with Iran. And we all need to pray. Don't underestimate the power of prayer. And that's it.
Very true.
Yeah, I wish everyone the best. I wish everyone the best. I wish you guys I wish everyone a good year. The rest of the year.
As good as it can be. Oh, and where's that meme for the end of the year? Is it here? No, it's here. What have you done? There we go. For the end of the first talk of the new year. Everybody who stuck around to the end, thank you for sticking around. Like, share, subscribe. You know what to do. Noor is not on any social media, but in case she wants to come back, she's more than welcome to. See you around, everybody. And thanks again, Noor.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care.